Hello everyone, this is our 14th video under the GCSE topic revision called Ratio and Proportion. Let's look at some exam style question on this topic. We are going to discuss some exam style question under the Ratio and Proportion topic. You can download this tutorial from our website at www.smart-tutors.co.uk/worksheet.php. Under the E11 section, you can download this tutorial. Let's look at some questions now. Question number 1. A mixture of sugar and salt is in the ratio 3:2. The weight of the mixture is 150 grams. Calculate the weight of the sugar and the weight of the salt in the mixture. So 3:2 is the sugar is to salt, is the proportion is 3:2. So 3 portion and 2 portion, totally 5 portion. So 5 portions or 5 parts, you can say 5 parts equal 150 grams. So 1 part you need to divide by 5, which gives the 30 grams. So 30 grams times 3 is going to be 90 gram sugar. 30 grams times 2 is 60 gram salt. 30 grams of sugar and 10 grams of salt are added to the mixture. So the both quantity is going to be added to the previous mixture. So now the previous sugar is 90 plus 30 is 120 grams, and salt is 60 plus 10, which is 70 grams. So now they're asking calculate the ratio of the sugar to salt. So sugar to salt is 120 is to 70. Cut the both zeros, which is going to be 12 is to 7. Question number 2. 60 apples are shared between A, B, C. So A, B, C. So 60 apples shared between A, B and C. 1:3 X. X is greater than 3 is given. So the number of apples in the Carol share is 18 more than number of apples in the Betty share. So A, B and C. So this is one portion. So the one portion means I'm going to say one portion is 1A or something, right? So A. So the B is going to be 3 portions, so 3A. Now if I read the question, Carol's share is 18 more than number of apples in the Betty's share. So 3A plus 18. So this is going to be the number of apples. So number of apples is A has A apples, B has 3 apples, C has Betty plus 18. So 3A plus 18. So I can write an equation A plus 3A plus 3A plus 18 equals 60. So 3A, 6A plus 1 is 7A equals 60 minus 80. So 42 equals 7A. So A equals 6. So A equals 6 means they're asking find the value of X. So this is the question X. So A equals 6 means, so this is going to be 6:18 is going to be 18, 26, 36. So I can simplify this one is going to be 1:3:6. So this is the ratio they shared. So here the X is this number. So the answer for the X is 6. Question number 3. Mortar mix is made by mixing cement, sand. So cement, sand, and quick lime. So I put lime. So the ratio is given 1:2:3. Work out the volume of the sand needed to make 2.1 meter cube of the mortar mix. So the 2.1 meter cube is the total. So 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. So 6 parts is 2.1 meter cube. So one part, what we are going to do is 2.1 divide by 6. So I'm going to do the decimal division. So 0. So 6 times 3 is 18. So 18, 3 and 5. So 0.35 meter cube is the one part. So work out the volume of the sand is the question. So sand is the middle ratio, is a 2 parts. So we need to find out the 2 parts equal 2 times 0.35, which is 0.7. So 0.7 meter cube of sand we need. Julie has 0.75 meter cube of quicklime. She has plenty of sand and cement. Work out the greatest volume of the mortar mix she could make. So 0.75 is the lime. So the third portion is 0.75. So we need to find out sand and the cement. So what is the greatest volume of the mortar mix she could make? So 0.75 lime means that is going to be, this is 1, 2 and 3. So 3 parts is going to be 0.75 meter cube. So one part 0.75 divided by 3, which is 0.25 meter cube. So one part is 0.25 means the greatest volume of the mortar mix is the total parts. 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. So 6 parts, you can times it by 6 or double the 0.75. So which is going to be 1.5 meter cube. So that is the answer for the question number 3. Question number 4a. 3/10 of the members of the tennis club are men. 5/6 of these men are right-handed. Work out the fraction of the members of the tennis club who are right-handed men. So let's say it's a men and men. So if I put M here, it's women here. So if I take one portion, the one portions, 3/10 of them are men. So definitely 7/10 of them are women. And 5/6 of these men, so 5/6 of these men are going to be right-handed. Right? So the right-handed, work out the fraction of the members of the tennis club who are right-handed. So 5/6 of the men. So 5/6 of men is 3/10. So if you simplify, 3 goes into 1, of means times, 3 goes into 2 here, 5 goes into 1 and 5 goes into 2. 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4. So quarter of the portion of the tennis club are right-handed men. 7/12 of the members of the badminton club are women. So 7/12 is woman. So definitely 5/12 is going to be men. And the next one, 3/8 of the members of the badminton club, 3/8 of them are wearing glass. So the no glass, not wearing glass, is going to be 5/8. So It's the same badminton club. Right, work out the smallest possible number of the members of the badminton club. So, assume that there is a 12 people in total, 7 of them are women and 5 of them are men. Assume there is a 8 members here, 3 of them wear glass and 5 of them are not wearing glass. So the 8 is not a possible answer because 8 cannot be divided by 12. So the way to do is you need to find out the lowest common multiple of 12 and 8, which we know 24. So the badminton club's lowest number is 24. So 24th 7 12th is 14 and 10. So easily can be divided by 14 women and 10 men. So here 24 means 3 8 is 9 and 15. So the answer is 24. Question number 5. A is to B. So A is to B is 5 is to 8. B is to C. So I'm going to put B is to C here. So B is to C is 6 is to 25. So they are asking the common ratio of A, B, C. So we need to find out the common number for 8 and 6. So the common number for 8 and 6 is 24. So you need to times this by 3. So you need to times this by 3 as well. You need to times this by 4. You need to times this by 4 as well. So 3 times 5 is 15 is to 24 is to 4 times 25 is 100. So the A is to B is to ratio is 15 is to 24 is to 100. Question number 6. The total weight of 3 identical video games is 525. So all are identical. So 525 divided by 3 gives one of them. So 3 goes into 1, 3, 2 remaining, 22, 3 7s are 21, 1 remaining, 15, 3 times 5 is 15. So 175 grams, one video game. So the weight of the one video game is 175 grams. So they are asking 5 video games weight. So 175 times 5 is the answer. So 5 times 5 is 25, 2 remaining, 5 times 7 35, 37, 3 remaining, 5 times 1 5 plus 3 875 gram. Question number 7. The perimeter of the triangle 90. So a triangle is there. So the perimeter means all 3 sides add up to 90. The length ratio is given 3 portion, 5 portion and 7 portion. So all together 15 portion. So 15 parts equal 90 centimeter. And one part 90 divided by 15 is 6 centimeter. So let me read the question. Work out the length of the longest side. Longest side is a 7 portion. So 7 parts equal 7 times 6 is 42. So 42 centimeter. So here 42 centimeter. Question number 8. There are 32 students in a class. All students are either left-handed or right-handed. The ratio of the number of left-handed students to the number of right-hand student. So left is to right is 1 is to 7. Work out the number of the right-hand students. So the total is 32. Right-hand student is 7 portion out of 8 times 32. So 32 divided by 8 is 4. 4 times 7 is 28 students. Sajid makes a scale model of a bus. He uses a scale factor 1:32. So 1 is the model of the bus, 32 is the actual length. The length of the Sajid scale model is 45 centimeter. So the one portion is the 45 centimeter is the model. Chitra makes a scale model of the same bus. She uses a scale factor 1:48. So her model scale factor is different, 1:48. Work out the length of the Chitra's model of the bus. So 45 centimeter is the Sajid's model. So what is the real length? So real length we need to find out 45 times 32. So that is the real length of the bus. So I'm going to use the calculator here. So 45 times 32, which is 1440 centimeter. So now 1440 centimeter is the same bus, is the length of that bus, divided by 48. So the model is going to be 30. So let me read the question properly. Work out the length of Chitra's model bus is 30 centimeter. So I work out the real bus's length 1440 centimeter. Then after that the real bus length is going to be same. The model has to be divided by 48. So here to here I'm dividing by 48, right? So sorry, not here to here. So the ratio, so what we are doing here, the ratio 48:1. So 48:1 means this 1440 divide by 48, whatever the answer need to be times by 1 is the model bus's length. Question number 9. N pounds is shared between the people in the ratio 2:3:7. The largest share is 540, more than the smallest share. So the largest share is 540 more than the smallest share. So the largest share is 7, the smallest share is 2. So if you take away, so 7 take away 2, 5 parts. So 5 parts is 540. So 1 part equal 540 divided by 5 is 108. So 108 pounds is 1 part. So calculate the value of N. So what is the total amount they are asking? Total amount is altogether 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 2 is 12 parts. So 12 parts is going to be 12 times 8 is 96, 12 times 1 is 12, so 1296 pounds is the answer for the question number 9. You can check the answer. If you have the 1 part is 108, 2 part is going to be 216, and 3 part is going to be 324, and 7 part is going to be 56 and 7. And the difference between the largest and the smallest is going to be 0 and 4 and 5, 540. So the answer is correct. Question number, I think we have done the question number 9. So question number 10. Lillian, Max and Nazia share some money in the ratio of 2:3:5. What fraction of the money does Max receive? So if you underline, Lillian is the first, Max is the second, Nazia is the third. So Max is the second person, is a third, 3 parts. So what fraction of the money does Max receive? So 3 out of 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. So 3 out of 10. Nazia receives 60 pounds. Nazia is the last person. So the 5 parts equal 60 pounds. So easily you can find out 1 part equal 60 divided by 5 is 12 pounds. So the question, work out how much money Lillian received. So the Lillian is the first person, is 2 parts. So 2 parts is 12 times 2 is 24 pounds. Here is the rectangle. A is given, B is given, 40 centimeter length. The rectangle has been divided into 2 stripes, A and B. The stripes have the same length, 40 centimeter. 2/5 of the stripe A is shaded. So 2/5 of the 2/5 of the 40 centimeter, which is 16 centimeter, is shaded. So this is 16 centimeter. The next one, 5/8 of 40, which is going to be 40 divided by 8 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25 centimeter. So this here to here is 25 centimeter is shaded. The length of the rectangle is 40, understandable. What fraction of the rectangle is not shaded? So what fraction of the rectangle is not shaded? So what we want to do is, we already find out the length. Let's say so into 2 stripes A and B, so same width. So this width, let's say this width is going to be X and this width is going to be same with X and X. So what fraction of the rectangle is not shaded? So not shaded, if you think about the shaded portion, is 16, is 40 take away 16 is 24 centimeter is not shaded. Here 24 means 15 is not shaded. So they are asking, very careful, not shaded, what is the fraction? So the total area of the entire rectangle is the 40 is the length and the 2x is the width. 40 times 2x is the total area. Of that total area, what area is not shaded? Not shaded means 24 times x, which is 24x. Then this one, 15 times x is 15x. So 24, 34, 39x is not shaded. So if I put this as a 39x over 80x, the x and x cancel. So the answer is 39 over 80. So we will do it in a different way. So here 16 is shaded, 25 is shaded. So 16 times x is 16x is shaded, plus 25x is shaded. So 35, 41x area is shaded. Out of 40 times 2x is 80x. So x and x cancel. So 41 over 80 is the shaded part. But careful with the question, not shaded means 39 over 80 is not shaded. That is the answer for the question number 11. So question number 12. 5 schools sent some students to a conference. One of the schools sent both boys and girls. So one school sent boys and girls. This school sent 16 boys. So 16 boys go into that conference. The ratio of the number of boys is the first one. Number of girls is 1:2. So boys is to girls is 1:2. This is one portion 16 mean 2 portion is 32. So total in this school 16 plus 32 is 48 total. So from this school 48 people go to that conference. The other 4 schools sent only the girls. So let's say there are 5 schools. Only one school has boys and girls. The other school only, this is girls, 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 girls. Other 4 school has the girls. Only first one has boys and girls, is a mixed school. So total, we already find out this is 48. Now each of the 5 schools send the same number of students. So definitely this is going to be 48 students, 48 girls, here 48, here 48. So work out the total number of the students sent to the conference by all these 5 schools. So 5 times 48, 5 times 8 is 40, 0 and 4 remaining. 5 times 4 is 20, 20 plus 4, 240 students. Carol and Delia share some money in the ratio of 3:8. Delia gets 325 more than Carol gets. So first of all, C is the Carol, D is the Delia, is 3:8 portion. So Delia gets 325 more than Carol. So the proportion wise 3:8 means she gets 5 parts more than Carol, which is 325. So 5 parts 325 means 1 part equal 65. Work out how much Carol gets. Carol is 3 parts, so 3 times 65 is the answer. So 3 times 65 is 195. So 195 pounds Carol gets. That is the first person, right? That's the answer for the question number 13. Question number 14. A baker makes jam rolls. The baker uses flour, butter and jam in the ratio 8:4:5 to make jam rolls. So flour is the first one and the butter is the second one and the jam is the last one. So which is 8:4:5. The table shows the cost per kilogram of some of these ingredients. Cost per kilogram. So flour is 40p per kilogram, butter is 250, jam is 1 pound. The total weight of the butter, flour, butter and the jam for each jam roll is 425. So we need to understand the total weight of all 3 is 425 grams. Work out the cost of these ingredients for 200 jam rolls. So the total weight of the flour, butter and the jam for each jam roll is 425 grams. So how to find out? First of all, this is the weight ratio. So flour is 8 portion. So the flour uses butter and the jam is in the portion of 8:4:5. So first of all, 425 gram is the total weight. So we need to find out 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 5 is 17. So 17 parts equal 425. So 1 part is going to be, so we can do it's a calculator paper question. So 425 divided by 17. So it's going to be 25. So 25 is the 1 part. So this flour, we can times it by 8, which is easily 200. So 200 gram flour. Then butter is 4 portions, so 100. Then jam is 5 portion, 125. So which makes the 1 roll's weight is 425 grams. So if I want 200 jam rolls, means this each need to be times by 200. So 200 mean 0, 0 and 0, 0, 2 times 2 is 4. So 40,000 grams. And 200, so 0, 0, 0, 0, 2. So grams, that is the butter. So then 200 times 125, that is going to be 25,000 grams. So finally we found flour I need is 40 kilograms. So 40 kilograms of flour, and butter is I need 20 kilogram, and jam is 25 kilogram. So now come back to the cost for this one. Work out the cost of this ingredient. 1 kilogram is 40 pence. So 40 kilogram times, we will make it as a, everything is in pounds, so 0.40, and times 2.50 times 1 pounds. That's all you need to do. So the answer for that one is, so make it this 0, and we need to find out 40 kilogram. Each kilogram is 0.40. So the answer is 16 pounds for flour, plus 20 kilogram butter we need. Each is 250. So that is going to be 50 pounds. And plus 25 times 1 is 25. So the answer is, this is 75, 85, 91 pounds. That is the total cost for the 200 jam rolls. First of all, we need to find out the weight of each flour, butter, jam components. We found that one. I times this by 200 because we are not making one jam roll, we are making 200 jam rolls. So make the weight in kilogram because the cost is given in kilogram, then times each component, you get the money. So that is the cost, 91 pounds for the question number 14. Question number 15, A is to B is to C is x plus 1 is to 3 is to x minus 1. A plus B plus C equals 60. B is 30. Work out the value of x. So if this is the case, if you add all this one, so you get x plus 1 plus 3 plus x minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 cancel. So this is going to be 2x plus 3. So 2x plus 3 is the total portion. So 2x plus 3 on the top is B is given. So B portion is 3. So 3 over 2x plus 1 is the fraction of the B. So we need to times it by the total amount. That gives the B's amount. So what we normally do, find out the fraction of the B, times it by the total, that gives the amount of B. So the amount of B is given, amount of total is given. So 0 and 0 is cancelled. 6 times 3 is 18 over 2x plus 3 equal 3. Now 3 over 1 cross multiply. So 18 times 1 is 18 equal 3 2x plus 3. So 3 times 2x is 6x plus 9, here 18. So 6x, the 9 is going other side, so 9. So x equal 9 divided by 6. 3 over 2 at 1.5. So they're only asking for the value of the x, they're not asking any ratio, so x equal 1.5. Question number 16. Here are some ingredients needed to make 8 shortbread biscuits, and the quantity is given: 120 gram butter, 60 gram custard sugar, 180 gram flour. Tarek is going to make some shortbread, and he has the following ingredients: 330 gram butter, custard sugar 200, and 450 gram flour. Work out the greatest number. Work out the greatest number of the shortbread biscuits Tarek can make with his ingredient. You must show all your working. The easiest way to do this question is, let's say the available quantity of butter and sugar and the flour. So he has 330 and 200 and 450. So The recipe gives 120 gram butter. So if you divided this by 120, you will get some number. So I'm going to show the working here. So let's put my calculator to the side. So 330 divide by 120 and 275. And the next one, 200 gram sugar, but here the sugar ratio is 60. So I'm going to make it 200 divided by 60. That gives 3 so this is divided by 60, 3.33, and it's recurring. We don't want to be worried about that now. So divide this by 180. So 450 divide by 180, which is 2.5 the portion. So out of these numbers, 2.75, 3.33, 2.5, take the lowest number. So that means we can make the recipe 2.5 times. What is that meaning is, let's say 120 gram times 2.5 and 60 grams times 2.5 and 180 grams times 2.5. So if you work out this one, you will get the rough idea. This is going to be butter, sugar and flour. So I'm going to make it 120 times 2.5, which is 300 grams here. So the next one is 60 grams times 2.5 is going to be 150 grams, right? And now finally 180 times 2.5, I think this will come to 450. That is the maximum 450 gram flour he has. If you increase one more portion, the flour is not going to be enough. So this is the 2.5 is the maximum times you can make the short biscuits. So one portion is 8 biscuits you can make, times 2.5 is going to be 2.5 times 8, which is going to be 20 biscuit he can make. So the maximum number of biscuit he can make is 8, and another 8 is 16, half of it 420. So you can't make anything more than that because you don't have enough flour. That is our answer for the question number 16. Question number 17. Beth has 600 counters. So 600 counters is the total. And 3/5 of the counters, so 3/5 of the counters, so 3/5 of the counters 600, 5 goes into 120. So 120 times 3 is 360 yellow counters. 25% are red. 25% mean we know quarter. So quarter of 600 we know is 150. So 150 is the red. Remaining is green. So 360 plus 150, add them together, 360, 460, 510. So 510 is the total. Take away from 600, 600 take away 510, which is 90. So 90 counters, this is green. Now up to here we have done the question here. Beth is given some more red counters. Now, so if I put this one red, yellow is the first counters they're talking about, red and green. Now we already shared them, so 360 yellow, 150 red and 90 is the green. Beth is given some more red counters, so red is going to be increased. Now the ratio of the number of green counters to the number of red counters is 1:2. So this is 1:2. So the green counters to the red counters. So this is green. So I'm just put that other way around. So green counters to red counters. So G is to R is 1:2. So red is to green is what? 2:1. So this is 2, this is 1. So now they are asking how many red counters was Beth given. So 90 is one portion, means 2 portion should be 180. So 1 portion 90 means 2 portion 180. 150 already there. So she must have given 30 counters more. So 180 take away 150. So 30 counters she has additionally given by. So this is the final answer for the question number 17. I think that's the end of our tutorial. I hope you like this video. If you do like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to see all the upcoming videos. If you would like to download the tutorial we discussed in this video, please access our website at www.smart-tutors.co.uk/worksheet.php. Thank you.